You put your heart and soul into baking the best pie known to man, but how are you supposed to get it to the party in one piece? Find a box, lay pot holders on your lap, and try not to get burned? We've all been there, but not anymore. Christy Wilson is here with the answer to that. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
The buzz of the building this morning is Pie Turtle. People are like, the what? And what is, or people who've heard of it but hadn't seen it are intrigued. Let's start there. How do you describe this?
Yes, absolutely. So the concept of it is really simple, but it's something that just doesn't really exist in all of the research that we've done. Pie Turtle is a non-slide pie carrier that's designed for your car or SUV. The way that it works is you've got the pie that rests in the turtle's back, and then the cleats on the feet actually dig into the carpet of your vehicle.
So we're looking now at a photo of back of the van, right? Maybe that's where you're putting it because you've just pulled the pie out of the oven. It's still warm, which is why the pot holders thing on the lab doesn't work.
Yes.
But these are the grippers that keep it from going anywhere. So even if you've got a hard curve that you're taking, you don't have to worry about the pie sliding around. So how did this come to be? Because I love a good American story. There must have been recognition of a problem before the solution came about.
Yes, absolutely. And the problem is what we are solving for. So Pie Turtle, it all started when my best friend, Michelle Cresser, originally Michelle Higgins, who actually grew up in the Omaha area in Fremont, she was with her in-laws on the way to Thanksgiving dinner. Her mother-in-law had made a pie for Thanksgiving, and they loaded up the car, and as soon as they took that first turn after leaving their house, the pie went flying across the back of the vehicle, and you know, an argument ensued over who was the bad driver, whose fault it was. So they were really trying to, you know, she went to buy a pie carrier for Christmas that year and couldn't find one that was designed specifically to not slide in your vehicle.
So this brings us to what we're looking at now. This is kind of the prototype?
Yes, this is the prototype here. It started from, as you can see, cardboard and tape. And from there we've had a number of different prototypes. Right now you're looking at the fourth one, which will be the final one before we actually go to manufacturing with it.
We have this picture too, Christy, that's got all of these, you know, different shapes of pie plates and bowls, and people want to know, how versatile is this? What do you say about what we can put inside the Pie Turtle? Yeah,
absolutely. So although the name, you know, pie is in the name, it can carry so much more than that. It fits up to a 10-inch pie dish. So it can just show you a number of different things that we have here. So this is, you know, a pretty common Pyrex pie dish that is 9.5 inches that fits in there securely.
There are little steps inside the turtle
that
hold that securely.
Right here, so it's tiered down, and then it can also fit, like people are asking me, what about a salad bowl? So here's a nice serving bowl that fits in there really good, and you can tell that it's snug. It also fits a springform cake pan, so for your cheesecakes, which, you know, those can crack really easily, so a lot of people have said that that would be really helpful.
What about a smaller casserole?
And even a smaller casserole dish. I mean, funny story for me, this past Thanksgiving, for the first dinner, I had made a spinach and artichoke dip and tried to secure it with like towels and hot pad, and it ended up sliding towards the back of my trunk. I've got one of those deep trunks. I'd actually climb into it to get my casserole dish out. And then the next time I used the Pie Turtle and everything got there safely.
Isn't that funny? You're like, you have the Pie Turtle. You talk about it all the time. And you're finding new ways to use it.
Every day.
Right, here you have it side by side. What our options have been, and now the better idea where you see that pie sliding all over the back of the car. But with Pie Turtle, it doesn't matter. I mean, guys, it's because of those grippers on the bottom of the turtle's feet and underneath its head that the pie just doesn't move. So this idea, as some of our friends from Lovely Skin were here and they were scooting out saying, oh my gosh, I've got to get that. For our viewers who feel the same way, how can they pick up their Pie Turtle?
Yep, absolutely. So the way that we are kind of launching Pie Turtle is through, it's called a Kickstarter campaign. And if you aren't familiar with that, it is a kind of a crowdfunding way for people to pre-order Pie Turtle, and then we can use that money to purchase our production mold and start manufacturing. Actually, here in Nebraska is where we've identified our partner, which is we'd like to keep it local. And you can pre-order the Pie Turtle at a discounted price. And the way that Kickstarter works is that it's an all or nothing deal. So we must reach our funding goal of $35,000, which is enough to cover the cost of the mold in order to purchase the mold and bring it to market. Our expected delivery date is March of this year, Pie Day. March 14th is what we're shooting for. And that's the way that you can get your pie turtle. It's called, if you're looking at the screen here, the options to purchase one turtle or multiple turtles if you are wanting to buy a gift. Exactly. People are like, this would make a great gift.
Well, because you know, if you could use this, so could everybody else in your life.
Yes,
right? As you were talking about for Michelle, that it was her in-laws. I think my mother-in-law, who makes a mean pie, she would love to have this. My mom, who is awesome in the kitchen, would love to be able to take this over to Aunt Diana's around Route 7, which is like the curviest road on the planet. But let's show you this for Pie Turtle. Some information. We've got an email address, we've got a phone number, we've got a website. But this Kickstarter campaign, a special, and the reason we point this out to you is that $20 for it, plus shipping and handling, but that's going to be a bit less than what it'll be at retail once you get this to stores.
Right. We're expecting the retail value to be around $30. And just to highlight here, I know it's on the screen, but the Kickstarter campaign is ending Wednesday, January 25th, so there is a limited time to back the campaign and really to help make Pie Turtle a reality.
And go to the website, because it's not just about the product. This is a community. So what are you doing with the blog? You're launching that soon?
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. We are creating a baking blog on the Pie Turtle website, and it's more than just us posting recipes and what we've come up in the kitchen, but we're reaching out to fellow bakers and having them contribute their recipes and their favorite pie photos in order to really get more people involved with the process.
Foodies love to be part of a community. We know that's true, and you also look for smarter ways, right? In this case, to get your pie to the party in one piece, as they say at Pie Turtle.
Yep, absolutely.
Head to pieturtle.com and they'll link you to that Kickstarter campaign from their website, or you could just go straight to Kickstarter and search for the product. But you've got to do it by January 25th so they can reach that goal and then get this to you. Thank you so much, Christy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
The Christies are taking over today,
yes,
and we love it. We love it. Designer Molly O'Brien.